Well, it's been a week obviously now since I got back. Life got in the way a little bit in terms of editing the compilation video, but it's done now. And just to say, I think overall it was 38 bags of litter picked over the course of the walk, which is blatantly, completely unacceptable. But on the plus side, the skin is beginning to grow back on my feet. My legs have stopped aching, and I'm going to leave the donations page open until the end of the weekend, so you've still got time to donate if you would like to do that. Link will be in the comments. Enjoy the compilation video. To be honest, if you've watched every video that I've done as we've gone through the walk, you'll know all the footage because I've used the same stuff. But this is the whole walk in one video, so I hope you like it. Thank you. See you soon. Okay, so it's day one. I'm just about to set off from Beaumaris. I've got Beaumaris Pier behind me. This is where I've got to get back to in 8 days' time. Got my litter picker, got my bin bags. Let's go. Making sure I go down the proper way now on this one, because last time I went over there, and I promised that I would go the proper way on the real event, and here I am. Llandegfan itself not too bad. The road was a bit littery. So were the fields actually coming across from Beaumaris up from Barron Hill. Lovely little part of Menai Bridge this, isn't it? Love it, and it's so nice to be in the shade after all the sunshine walking over here. Not that I'm complaining about the sunshine. I have got literally an entire bag of rubbish from the journey from Beaumaris to the end of Menai Bridge, which I don't think is it's a good amount of rubbish to collect. I'm a bit disappointed it was there to start with. And also, if you're that child that left an entire packet of Fruitella wrappers all over the beach by Church Island, I know Father Christmas, and I'm going to tell him about you. Okay? Well, I can't believe how much litter I've got off the road down from Bryn Celyn down to the coast. Nearly a full bag on this road already. Look, there's another piece. I'm just coming up from down near Morley Don. Got to go now as far as Newborough. It may be very warm today, but luckily it is quite windy. So that's keeping me cool at least. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but the trees are all wobbling about, sun's shining down, it's quite nice. This stretch of the walk doesn't really have a lot of litter on it, if I'm honest. Worst bit so far by a mile was near Bryn Celyn. So on about 13 miles now, so I think there's probably about 4-5 left to go. So just beyond these couple of fields is where my boy is going to meet me to finish today's leg of the walk alongside me. And here he is. Hello! This is a lovely stretch. Footwork's a little bit uneven, so if I fall over, I apologise in advance. It looks across over at Carnarvon. Tide's out. Sun's shining. And we've just got to look out now for a path which takes us up to the right hand side, and then that should lead us up towards Newborough. It's the Stones! Okay, so we're all packed up at the campsite and we're ready to rock and roll for day 2. Everything clear? Let's go. So this is walking into Newborough from the bottom end near the model village. It's an incredible path. I've never been here and it is lovely. There is litter on it, a few Matalan receipts, some cans, the typical McDonald's wrapper, but other than that, you know, It's beautiful. We've refilled our water, which we need today because there isn't the wind today that there was yesterday. But this is a lovely part of the walk. Strongly recommend it. It's lovely. Really good. Leaving Clanton Island now. There wasn't anywhere near as much litter on this side. It was mainly over that way. So people put me off. Yeah, so there hasn't been anywhere near as much litter on this side. It was mainly on the other side over there. So I don't know, maybe they couldn't be bothered to walk this far. Although that doesn't really explain why there's so much litter up Snowdon now, does it? Who knows? Anyway, off into the woods next, get a little bit of shade. I have to say this forestry bit does go on for a remarkably long time. Coming across now from Newbury to Mathtraeth, looks like miles that we've gone, to be honest, and it only shows a fraction of where we've actually come from. Nice little walk that I've not walked across. I've not walked across this estuary embankment before. Xander's really getting into the litter picking.
So this will do perfectly for Pat to pick us up. We have made it to Mathtraeth over this long journey. I mean, it feels like I can't even explain it. I mean, it's been amazing. I mean, it feels I've learned something. I can't judge miles. Right, okay. So I thought we had been going for about 8 miles, and it turns out we had only been going for about 1. Yes, that's Pat. There's Pat. Show Pat. There she is. She has arrived. This is my way out of here.
So Zana's gone home now. He's done well today. He's done over 10 miles, which is great. Picked up loads of litter. It's a shame though, because look at this. This is lovely. For those of you that don't know the coastal path very well, I didn't know this bit. This is just past Mathtraeth as you're on your way back down towards the coast. So Aberfrow is over there, but in a weird twist of fate, it's been over there for the last hour and it doesn't appear to have gotten any closer. So I don't really know what it's doing. I hope it gets closer soon. This is a proper coastal path now. Look at that. Proper coastal path. So as you can see, I'm all pitched for the evening. I'm going to go and rest now. Hello and welcome to day 3. So I'm just getting rid of my last night's bin bag and getting myself a new bottle of water for the journey. Tent's all packed up and I'm all ready to go. So in a second I'm going to cut to me walking off to do my litter pick. So I had an amazing bacon bath and pint of Pepsi in the oyster catcher. And now I'm back on with it. Yeah, going for it again. Well, I can't get this lot, but what the actual... Seriously, that's appalling. This is a lovely stretch after Rothnaiga towards Bridge. There wasn't much litter over there where it wiggles in and out, but this stretch, which I suppose is because it's relatively close to the road up the top there, there's lots all the way down. I emptied my bag not very long back, and you can see how much I've got already in there. So got it all picked up as I come along, but still a bit shocking. So all refreshed, onwards and upwards. So I've got all the way to the tip of Roscollin, and I can actually see now where I came from. I can see Anglesey Circuit in the distance. I can see Rosniger over there. I mean, I'm only 300 yards from somewhere I was about 4 hours ago, but it's just the other side of the water. Yeah, it's a funny old path, isn't it? But it's lovely. Look at it. So I can now see Treartha Bay. I can see actually Holyhead as well, even a ferry. So not too far to go, about 2 miles I think. Can't wait to get there. On the plus side, there hasn't been that much litter as I've gone through the Roscollin area, which is very good. Certainly not as much as around Rosniger. The amount of litter stayed continuously low around Roscollin. I have to say now I'm in Treartha Bay, it is considerably more again. But only about half a mile now, and I will reach where I've put my car, and I can drive home tonight and have an actual proper night's sleep. So I'm just going to go in and thank them for looking after the car for me. Kind of the Treartha Bay Hotel to look after the car while I was on my litter. So this morning I'm parking the car just the other side of the Holyhead Mountain, down the other side of Holyhead, alongside the coastal path where I will be finishing. And I have, like some kind of a crazy person who isn't getting enough exercise, bought my bicycle, and I'm going to cycle to the start, which is, as you know, over in Treartha Bay. Okay, so I'm back to where I finished yesterday. Got my litter pick, got my bin bag, got my backpack. Let's go and have another day of it. Fantastic views coming up from Treartha Bay, but I have to say I'm incredibly disappointed. I've continued to collect rubbish now all the way up to here. I've just gone off the path, the main road, and it's settled down quite a lot. But I've got an entire bin bag just on that one little stretch up out of Treartha Bay, which is a shame, to say the least. So I've come off the coastal path slightly. Coastal path is just down there because I want to go up there. Behind me now is Holyhead Mountain. While I'm this close, I'd really like to go and look at the view from the top. Maybe litter pick something if there's something up there. I can't see it though. I can't see anybody being bothered to go up there to drop litter. Anyone bothered to walk up there is going to bring it back down again. Let's see how we get on. So what I love about this view, and one of the reasons I wanted to come up here, is I can literally see everywhere that I have walked so far on this journey, and everywhere where I'm about to walk. You know, if I'd have come up here first, I honestly think it would have looked like too much. Well, I am down off the mountain. What a relief that is. So this road near the breakwater in Holyhead is just festooned with litter. Ew. Well, I've gone through Holyhead. I picked up what I could. I mean, honestly, I got like 3 bags just going through Holyhead by itself. There was more there. I couldn't get it. It's kind of, bits of it are really the job of a team, I think, to do with just going in there and blitzing it. But I'm only about a mile away from the car now, maybe even a little bit less. So can't wait to get there. And I am back to the car. Well, it's day 5, I'm over halfway through. Not as sunny today, a little bit of cloud in the sky, a little bit colder, still windy. Stuff's all dropped off at the campsite where I'm heading to now, so without further ado, let's crack on. So I've gone about 5 miles so far, and the amazing thing is, since I left Holyhead, I don't know if someone's been litter picking this trail. This is the part of the Anglesey coastal path between Valley and Church Bay. But I haven't seen a single piece of litter. It's lovely, it's wonderful. I think someone else has done it. But I'm just walking along, chilling. It's amazing. Thank you. So I haven't done much filming today, really. There's just not been that much litter. This is the best section yet. I think someone's litter picked it. It is beautiful as well, although I have to say there's a lot of beach walking which is taking out of my feet. But look at this bay here behind me. I think I'm about 2 miles from Church Bay now. So if the amount of litter continues, I've only got just over 1 bag so far. So I mean, compared to the other locations, that's really good. And I do think someone's been picking it, and if you have, thank you very much. Off the beaches now, at least. The day's cleared up quite a lot now, it's quite warm again. Still got my hoodie on, nearly there. Still not much litter really on this trail, it's good. Not even 2 bin bags worth so far, so that's excellent. So I got there and pitched. I was quite tired and achy, so I had a shower, had a bit of a rest, and now I've come up to finish the day with a nice pint overlooking Church Bay. See you tomorrow. Okay, it's day 6. Got my stuff packed up. Going to leave it at the campsite for Pat to transport on for me. Let's hope today's another good day. Let's hope it's not quite as tiring. Let's hope it's not quite as beachy as yesterday was. Oh, I've found a different pair of sunglasses because the other ones were a bit wonky. I don't know if you noticed. But today it's quite cloudy, and I think that should be go a little bit easier on my legs, which look like this at the moment. If you can see that on the screen. So they're a little bit painful, mainly because the sun lotion keeps wearing off, and then they keep sunburning, and then they keep going all blistery. But anyway, onwards and upwards. Quite a long one today. I think it's nearly 20 miles today, so we'll have to go at it and see what we can do. So I'm pretty sure this is Innisfidlin. That's beautiful. Never been here before. You wouldn't want to slip on this bit. Okay, so I don't know if you can make this out in the video, but these little worms seem to have cocooned this entire gateway in some sort of film, a little bit like a cobweb. It's almost like something from a horror movie. It's quite freaky. Now, isn't that a fantastic idea? Awesome. So my watch just did a little ping to let me know that I have done 13 miles today. That means I have now done 100 miles in total since I left Beaumaris. In that time, I have collected 28 bags of rubbish, which is completely unacceptable. I will also add that somebody made a comment on one of my posts to say, isn't Anglesey County Council paying Biffa to do it? I think they've slightly missed the point, because we shouldn't be paying anybody to do it because it shouldn't need doing. If people just took their rubbish home with them, then it wouldn't need doing. You've taken it there, you can clearly carry it, so carry it home. That's all I'm saying. It's not hard. Okay? 100 miles now, crack on for the rest of it. Coming along those paths was lovely, but really tiring. And then I've had to climb a massive set of steps to get up here onto the top of this cliff. The landscape around there reminded me of China for some reason. Not that I've ever been to China, but when you see the films, the kind of lush greenness and the intricate paths, just, I don't know, remind me of China. I have to say, bits of this path are absolutely terrifying. I don't know if that comes across in the video. As scary as it is, I've got to put the camera away. I'm terrified. Hang on a minute. I made it here and looking forward to some rest. The unfortunate part is I'm back on my old sunglasses because the ones I found broke. See you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm all ready to go for the day. And the kind people that let me stay in their garden last night are joining me for the first leg of the journey, which will be lovely. Get even more litter picked up. So let's see how the day goes. Final day today, very excited. Looking forward to seeing my boy. And my wife. I'm looking forward to seeing my wife too. So there's been a huge amount of litter this morning coming along this road because it's literally washed in from the sea during a high tide, come up with all this seaweed last night. So I'm on my way back to Beaumaris after 8 hard days. I have got my Trash Free Trails t-shirt on to celebrate the fact that it's my last day. I should get back to Beaumaris by the pier for about 5:30, so can't wait to just relax. But in the meantime, there's plenty more litter to be picked. I'm currently on 37 bags for the entire journey, and we'll see what I end up with. See you later. Honestly, I don't know how there's a McDonald's wrapper here. You literally couldn't be further away from it. You couldn't be. I mean, it'd take more effort to fetch it here in the first place. So I'm at Llandonna now, looking across Bantwach, where I came from. Picked up, this is my second bag halfway through, so I'm on a bag and a half so far. It's a really nice sunny day again, plenty of wind. I've got a feeling the wind's going to subside when I go around the corner there. Okay, so I know this section of the coastal path intimately. It is the area that's within walking distance of my house. It is the area where I spent lots of time walking over lockdown when we weren't allowed anywhere. It doesn't stop it from being one of the most beautiful sections of the whole park, in my opinion. But it feels so good to be back on home soil. So I'm walking down now towards Glenarafon. There's almost no litter about, but I did actually have a few people telling me they were going to come and do this part of the Anglesey coastal path. So I suspect that they have been and done it because I literally have nothing to pick up. Haven't had anything to pick up for about a mile. So that's been not the norm. So on my way up to Glenarafon now. About 9 miles in, so 7 left to go. And finally, I can see the Menai Strait. Well, I have finally made it to Penman Point. You can see Puffin Island in the background. You can see the lighthouse in the background. Still nice and sunny. The wind's dropping now, I think, as I go over the hill, so I don't think I'll have that to cool me. But it's a beautiful day to walk back down alongside the Menai straight back to home. Well, I'm a bit ahead of schedule. I'm at Llaniog Beach car park. This is where my boy is going to meet me to walk the last 2 or 3 miles into Beaumaris. So I'm going to just sit here, have some crisps, bit of water, and wait. So, look who's here! I've got my boy back!
I'm from the game!
For the last 2-3 miles, I got my boy to walk with. And yeah, you pleased? You excited?
I'm very excited.
Shall we go and finish this thing?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, so we have reached a small problem. We can't make it around there till the tide's gone out a bit. So in order to avoid the weight, what we've done is we've taken our shoes and socks off, he's taken his shorts off, and we're gonna risk it for a biscuit through the water. Aha, yes! Oh, yeah. Right, stay with me, mate. Stay with me, please. Right, let this wave crack over. Okay, be with me, yeah. Let this big wave go through. Let this big wave go through, and then risk it, and then go for it. Go for it now. Now, it's fine. Keep doing. You have to come with me. We made it. We made it. Hooray! Coming boys! Yeah!
Come on!
That wasn't good. I didn't enjoy that. I'm a little bit wet. But it's a small price to pay. I think if I can walk around Anglesey, I can go through a bit of water. It's comfy. Literally coming along the promenade in Beaumaris. Can almost not believe it. Got a lot of rubbish though on the way into Beaumaris, once we pass the beach, on the little run along that look there at Friars Bay area. Lots of rubbish, so got half a bin bag full. Look at that homely view. And this is where I set off from 7 days ago today, so 8 days walking in total. Have you got anything to say, Zada?
Lou, I'm here.
He's missing, he's gone.
Here I am. Hello. I think it's amazing. I mean, I could never have done what you've done.
It's been a wild ride, but it's been very enjoyable, and I hope it's raised some awareness on people throwing litter. I hope it's raised some money for Tuffin charity, and I'm going to go and have a sleep now, and I will release a compilation video of the whole adventure over the weekend as well. Okay? See you soon. Bye.